Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another LSPDFR tutorial. So in this one, we're gonna go ahead and try to keep it as simple and quick as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and install player location display. It says what it does right here. So it's gonna go ahead and show your location anywhere in the map. As you can see, take a look at these pictures right here. Let me go ahead and close this. You're gonna go ahead and get this right here. It's gonna show whether you are in the east, west, or north. The street name that you are on is gonna go ahead and tell you this information right here, and of course it's gonna have time at the very top of it right here. It's gonna, this time right here is going to be in sync with if you are using Simple Trainer. If you change time on the Simple Trainer, you're gonna go ahead and find that the time is gonna change right here as well. All right, so this is what we're gonna be installing today. You don't have to install this if you don't want to, but I just like to have it in my game. It just makes the game a little bit more fresh. All right, so you're gonna go ahead and come to lspdfr.com right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and leave the link in the description for this one for your easy access. Or you can do now, you just go ahead and download the file, and of course it's gonna go ahead, let me see, is it gonna download? Okay, agree to download, and there you go. It's gonna go ahead and count down the seconds. I don't want to download this damn thing, I already have it downloaded. All right, so let me go ahead and minimize this right here, and what you're gonna need is your GTA 5 main directory. All right, if you don't know how to get your GTA 5 main directory and you are using Steam like I am, let me go ahead and close this, and then we're gonna go ahead and open up Steam. You're gonna go ahead and go to your library, go to your GTA 5. All right, once it's highlighted like that, go ahead and right click on that, go to properties. All right, go to local files and browse local files. Your GTA 5 main directory is just gonna go ahead and pop out like that. All right, so now that you have your GTA 5 main directory, let's go ahead and install this simple install right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and make a little bit of changes. Let me go ahead and open this up here real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and unzip my files. All right, once I do unzip my files right here, we're gonna go ahead and install this. As you can see, there's three files right here. We're gonna concentrate on the installation files. Go ahead and open up your GTA 5 right here, and then of course you're gonna go ahead and get met with these two files. And what you're gonna need to do with these two files, just drag and drop onto your GTA 5 main directory, just like so. As you can see, I do have the ASI file and the configuration file as well. All right, now you are pretty much done with the installation of this, but we are not done yet. If you follow my tutorials and if you want to do things like I'm doing mine, you can go ahead and stick around here before we can step into the game and take a look at some other settings. All right, so now let's go ahead and open up the configuration file. So in this configuration file right here, pay attention to these numbers right here. We're gonna go ahead and manipulate this, and then we're gonna go ahead and do a little bit more explanation once we are inside the game. And of course you can go ahead and turn off the time if you want, but for me, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that as true. Everything else, you're gonna go ahead and leave it the same, but I would like you to, I mean, if you are following what I'm doing, go ahead and change this number right here and make it 998. All right, 998, and you're gonna go ahead and change this one to 310 right here. You're gonna see the difference it makes in game. All right, and once you're done with these changes right here, if you choose to make some changes right here, go ahead and go to file and save. All right, now that we are done with saving that, let me go ahead and close up pretty much everything. Let me go ahead and refresh my GTA 5 main directory, close this one out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and see you guys in the game, and then we're gonna go ahead and see the relation of why we changed those numbers right here. All right, alrighty guys, now that we are in game and we're actually in the crib right now, and you can see our player location display is in full effect. As you can see where it stands right there on top of our status notification, and of course the changes that we actually made on our player location display is to make sure these two do not overlap. So if you don't make the changes, they are going to overlap, but if you don't make the changes and if you want to make sure they don't overlap, you can actually change the settings for the status notification, and that's going to be on your grammar policer. And to open up your grammar policer, you're going to go ahead and and click left control F2 plus F2, just like that. And then you're gonna go ahead and go to settings. All right, as you can see, my settings right here for the x-axis is 312, and for my y-axis is 1035. All right, so you can actually move your status up and down to make sure these two do not overlap. So if you want to make sure, if you want yours to be your status to be at the top, you can go ahead. I think if you reduce, if your numbers go down, all right, as you can see right here, we're gonna go ahead and move our status up. All right, given that you want yours to be at the top, I want mine to be at the bottom. I'm just showing you how you can do this right here. It's a little bit harder to change the player location display settings, so that's why I changed mine to 310 as it was, so that I can have my status at the very top. And I think if you leave yours at default, it's gonna be where my status is gonna be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move this back to the bottom over here. All right, I think it's like 1035 or something like that. So let me see if I can make that 1035 again. I'm just gonna try and leave it level with the minimap, the bottom of the minimap right there. All right, 1035 right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave mine. This is another way you can try to avoid any overlap. So if you don't really make the changes and everything like that, is gonna go ahead and leave it at default, and everything is going to overlap. And this is just another way to make sure you get these not to overlap. All right, before I go, but the other thing I did tell you that if you are using simple trainer, and if you wanna change the time, you're gonna see that the time is gonna, oh, let's press F4. But anyways, there is our simple trainer right there. I'm just gonna go ahead and go to time. All right, if I go, like, as you can see right now, is 14:13. The time, that's like 13 after 2. If I go ahead and go an hour, as you can see, it actually changes. All right, I'm actually changing the time right now going forward. 23:16 now. If I go back, as you can see, I am going back now. It's gonna go ahead and change the time right there as well. All right, that's the other thing I wanted to show you guys, that these plugins do work together and stuff like that. All right, so with that said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing.